A blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate the love and support as per usual. Yes, man. So, as I am here making my way, I am just gonna give you my playing 11 and batting order. You know, I usually like to do that before any game. And as I always say, my disclaimer, this is just me looking at the squad and saying that this is the playing 11 that I would work with, right? As a fan, I do not hold any position in CWI. So if your favorite player is not a part of my team, all you need to do is just go in the comment section, give your playing 11, and leave out whoever is in my team that shouldn't be there and put in who should be. Alright, yeah, this is just me looking at it as a fan and giving my opinion. And I keep on repeating this because we get new viewers all the time. So I know the returning viewers will be like, it's a broken record, but you know, we keep on repeating it for the new viewers. Alright, let's get into it. Before we go into it though, my people, if you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel. You can also turn on that post notification bell, so once I upload a video, you will be notified quickly. Alright, so going into this first T20 game here against South Africa, there are a few things that, you know, we're looking forward to. A couple of things we got wrong in the T20 World Cup, you know, that we will definitely need to get right. You understand? I mean, we have room for it. We have time to experiment. You know, it's not like we're in the World Cup or anything. A couple of youngsters in the squad, they probably can experiment on, you know, giving them a chance. You know, experimenting with seasoned players batting in different positions, you know. Alright, so going into this game, first game here, I'm going with Shea Hope and Johnson Charles. I think on the live show that we did, I was saying probably Johnson Charles and Arthanes would open, but at that time I didn't even remember that Shea Hope, you know, is in the squad. So looking at the squad here, Shea Hope and Johnson Charles would play for me. So Shea Hope and Johnson Charles open. Number 3, Raston Chase, a man that has really earned his way back into the team. You understand? Sometimes we see players in the team or in a squad, and we are saying to ourselves, how is it that these guys keep on getting selected when you have people that play the same sort of role as them, outperforming them? You understand? But I will be the first to lift my hat and say, Raston Chase, you know, he did enough work to get back a spot in this team. I think it was a series against Australia that he started his, you know, he started rebounding. So Raston Chase, you know, it was also good for us in the World Cup, you know, in terms of bowling especially. No, he bats at number 3, but he will also bowl some overs for us. One thing we have to remember is that Raston Chase is the type of bowler, even when he's not taking a lot of wickets, you understand, it's very difficult to deal with, very difficult to get him out of the park, economical. You understand? That's why we always say, you know, once someone is performing and should be there in our opinion, we're gonna call it as it is. You understand? So people will understand that that's how we do it. Number 4, a former captain, Nicholas Pooran. Right, we have seen Pooran at 4 and sometimes 3, but based on how I'm setting up this team, Pooran will come in at number 4, and he will be looking to, you know, bat most of the overs for us. Obviously, Pooran is going to be looking to to tee off from ball 1. That is how he plays. You know, I am hoping that it comes off. So Nicholas Pooran, our most achieved T20 batters in recent or most achieved T20 batter in recent time, right? The reason I said batter is because I was going to mention a couple of other players, but Pooran, the most achieved batter that we have in recent time. Now, you know, the likes of Rovman Powell and Brandon King, you understand, and so those guys have been doing a lot of work for us at the T20 level, international level, right? So Pooran comes in at 4. At number 5, the captain Rovman Powell comes in at number 5, playing as a specialist batsman, you understand. I have always said that if you are batting in my top 5, top 6 as a specialist and you're not bowling, you will be held to the same you'll be held to the same line that I am holding the other specialist batsmen. Whether you started your career as a specialist batsman or as a bowling all round or whatever you started as, whatever the role is that you are playing now, you are being graded based on that role. You understand? And you know, as I said, Robman Powell hasn't been too bad with the bat for us. You know, sometimes we would definitely want him to carry on longer, but you know, yeah, Robman Powell bats at number 5. Number 6, Sheffield Rutherford. Sheffield Rutherford, another player that has earned his spot in this team. You know, he has definitely played some good innings for us. Now, Rutherford, my viewers and subscribers, prior to the World Cup, I was saying that, you know, the only reason that he probably wouldn't get in is the fact that he didn't play, he didn't get any game time in the IPL. So I was saying that, you know, probably would have been Shimron Hetmeyer. Well, Darren Sammy and the selectors, they went with Rutherford, because even before the IPL, Rutherford, you know, he was playing and he was doing well for us batting there. So they gave him the opportunity and he showed his worth. So as much as I like Shimron Hetmeyer as a player, I am one of them that is always saying that, you know, for years I've been saying it, that some, you know, guys like Hetmeyer and Pooran should be batting majority of our overs at 3 and 4. But when a horse don't bowl through the gate, you can't draw it back. Well, me not have that strength to draw it back. You understand? So when other players come in and establish themselves in a spot that I think another player should be, then whoever come in and establish themselves will get that spot. You understand? And as I said, I like Hetmeyer as a player. I've always wanted to see him batting, you know, majority of the overs for us. But the role that franchise cricket is what he is really doing mostly, and the role that he plays majority of the time is a finishing role. So he would be competing with the other finishers in the team, like further. Well, I mean, Rutherford is a finisher, but obviously Rutherford is settling in that spot. So Rutherford, 6. 7 we have Romario Shepherd. Now Romario Shepherd, my people, whenever he gets it right in terms of bowling, he's pretty hard to deal with. You understand? We would have seen some good spells from him. But the batting, my people, whenever Romario Shepherd gets the batting right, you know, if he stays there for a couple of overs, you know, it's usually raining 6s and 4s. You know, not as consistent as we would like it to be. You know, still learning his game. You know, he's somebody that people had earmarked to take over the reign from Dwayne Bravo. And I have said this to people that that's not easy. It's not easy because Dwayne Bravo and some of these other guys, they had years to perfect their skills. You understand? Years to perfect their skills and make sure that you know, they are competent, you know, playing red ball and stuff like that. So Romario Shepherd would bat there at 8. At 7, sorry. At 8, this is where I am having a toss up between Moti and Ford. I know it's two different type of players, yes, spinner and seam bowler. But I'm wondering, based on that pitch in Trinidad, you know, if I would need 2 spinners. You understand? The 2 left arm spinners plus chase. You know, so I am probably leaning towards playing Moti. You understand? And then you know, we have Akil Hussain. I have never been a big fan of playing the 2 left arm spinners, but you know, it's something that they have proven me wrong on. So you know, I am willing to say, especially if we're playing on a pitch that we expect to spin, I am willing to say, you know, go with them. So yeah, next week, well, Akil Hussain would obviously bat before Moti if I'm playing Moti, and so Hussain is there. Shamar Joseph and Obed McCoy. So that's my playing 11 and batting order. That means that Arthur is Hetty, Allen, and you know, Ford. Still tossing up between Ford and Moti, but those guys would be sitting on the bench. That's just my opinion, my people, as it relates to how we can go. You all can let me know what you think in the comment section. Big up.